I welcome you all to this 10th day of CSIR Life Science question and answer discussion session. Today we are going to discuss about the Unit 9 and Unit 10 questions, Part B questions. In this Unit 9 is the diversity of life forms and Unit 10 is the ecological principle. Both are interlinked concepts. So in this session we are going to discuss about the Part B questions of this two units. Before entering the session, please let me know, am I audible? Can you see my slides? Is it visible? Please let me know through the chat box. If I am get any one response, I will continue. Yeah, thank you for your response. Now only I'm received your comments in chat box. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. We will start. Okay, first question. The infect fungi is a group represented by the fungal species. Here the question is, some of the group of fungals are infected as the infected fungi. This infected fungi are in the group. Infected fungi means that infected fungi are having the some resistance to their that infectious compound. Imperfect, this imperfect is the all that not in the same, they are not follow the group, they are not imperfect is not, they are not following any the rules, they are any cycles. So that is imperfect fungi are totally different from the normal fungi family. This imperfect fungi is a group of unknown mechanism of sexual reproductions, okay, that is don't have any proper life cycle. If this imperfect this they are having this cross sexual reproductions makes the that unknown that not able to studied in a research scale. So that is that is a defective thing in this kind of imperfect fungal group. These fungal groups are this represented by the fungal species which is known unknown mechanism of sexual reproduction. If the this fungi are having the in unknown phylogenetic relationship, okay, if the fungal species having the unknown phylogenetic relationship means that are in the perfect fungi, but which means that in the perfect fungi means in this that fungi are produced, that their sexual reproductions and parentals are same, but they are unknowingly related. That relationship is not studied in a they are not studied, but that relationship characters are similar. But in the imperfect fungi there is a not correlated characters are there. The characteristics of fungi are totally different. So the mechanism, their infection rate, okay, that that the some kind of fungal. So for example, if some of the skin diseases are made in human skin, that skin diseases are made by the fungals. That fungi is they are one there is a not one fungi, there are many fungi are similarly present in one particular place. That one fungi that makes that utilizing the some products in the human source, and that are producing the network, that fungi also producing some secondary metabolites. That metabolite is used to that helpful to production and growth of another fungi. So this community is continuously grown on the this skin diseases, on related skin diseases. So this in this some of them are facing the this infection by, in that case they are getting the unknown that so there are two or more fungi groups are there that makes cross reproductions, that makes the imperfect fungi. And here the one more thing about the this imperfect fungi. If you are seeing the perfect fungi network in the microscope, means that networks are relates they are following the same similar sequence, but in the case of imperfect fungi, that that the network connections are not similar. Which of the following is not characteristics of phylum? The phylum Corotata. Okay, the phylum Corotata. In the phylum Corotata is an it's an well studied this this character. In this normal normally there are don't having any this that backbone, they are having the backbone stem cells. In this seven, in this pilocorotata we are having the seven classes. In that seven classes there are different, they don't have, because that they are having the that bone, that center bone. So in this seven classes, fishes, bats, reptiles, mammals and amphibians, that so yeah, so in Tamil that is the முதுகெலும்பு உள்ள உயிர்கள், that means in Tamil. In normal they are don't have the some of them don't have that, so that are in the next category, that phylum of this Corotata. So here they are providing the characters. Okay, this character of the phylums are the phylum Corotata is a 5 characters. Okay, normally the studied and explained fixed characters are 5 classic 5 characters are there. That 5 characters are they are influencing the life science of that Corotatas, life phylum Corotatas. That is in this nerve cord, the then pyrangeal slits, endostyles, thyroid glands and post anal tails. These are all the 5 characteristics things. Here the I will repeat it again. First thing is a post anal tail, post anal tail. Next is the endostyle. Second thing is the endostyle or thyroid gland. Third one is the pharyngeals. Okay, the pharyngeals. Fourth thing is nerve cords. Fourth thing is a nerve cords. Fifth thing is a notochords. Notochord, here you can see I mentioned 5 things. In the 5 things, here the not a character is a amniotic egg. This amniotic egg is not a characteristics of the phylum Corotata. So here the question is the not a character. This the pharyngeal slits and post anal tail, notochord. These are all the characters of the this phylum Corotata. The next question is the most commonly used method of estimating primary productivity of a pond live involves measurement. The pond productivity of pond involved measurements of amount. Here the keyword is we want to estimate. How to estimate? The question is pond involves measurements. Pond involved measurement means that in the pond there are many organisms are there. They are live in the particular one area. Okay, that this thing that pond having the reptiles, they are having the fishes, they are having the plants, all those things are involved. So in this involvement we they for their survivance they need the oxygen. Okay, this oxygen is measured based on that presence of the microbes, the living capability of microbe, that are measured by the their oxygen level, oxygen concentration. In this pond area measurement, the pond size, the different type, which type of pond, that is the good water pond or salt water pond, all those things are very important. Or that is which kind of fishes are there, which kind of plants are there, all those things are they are measured, and then they are calculating the oxygen release. Then next question is much greater. Okay. Here the next question, a much greater proportion of energy fixed by autotroph. Here their statement is much greater proportion of energy fixed by autotroph is transferred to the herbivore level in the open ocean ecosystem than in a forest ecosystem. Why they provided the statement? They are provided the statement. Ask the reason. Okay, the autotroph, the much greater proportion of energy is fixed by the autotroph is transferred to the herbivore level in the open ocean ecosystem than the forest ecosystem. Why? Because the terrestrial autotroph have more indigestible tissues. Terrestrial autotrophs having the more digestible tissues. The another one, if the terrestrial autotroph has less efficient feeder, means that makes the less that production, energy production is low. Okay, terrestrial autotroph is the less efficient feeder, means that is the energy low, that is much energy is not that proportion of energy is not proportion, that is not high, that is very low. So here the question is, they are asking much greater proportion of energy is fixed by the autotroph is transferred to herbivore level in the ocean level ecosystem than the forest ecosystem. So this here the answer is because of this reason. Why? Because means that is a terrestrial autotroph has a more indigestible tissues. Okay, this is very easiest and important questions. Many of CSIR exams are having this kind of questions. Following figure shows the MacArthur and Williams equilibrium. This is the one equilibrium model in biota. The MacArthur and Wilson's equilibrium model of biota on a single island. In this figure, term A, B, C, D is order of. Okay. Before I enter into the graph interpretation, we want to know the terms. Okay. We want to know the terms. A, B, C, D's are there. Here they are providing the options. The options are having extinction, immigration, equilibrium the equilibrium number of species and size of species pool. Okay, the four terms are here: extinction, immigration, equilibrium number of species, size of species pool. These are the terms we want to give the name for this. We want to allot the these terms for the ABCD. Okay, here the A, okay, A position, this here A is become low. Become low means that is not fully reduced, that is just reducing. Why it's reducing? This reducing process means it's reducing from one place and move to another place. After this is the immigration, it's moving, it's moved to another place, that is the immigration. Then here the number of species present and the rate, so this rate is number of species moving is become low. So it's immigrations, sometimes it's moving, sometimes it's not moving. So the here the first A is the immigration. Then the B, okay, the rate is high, the number of species is high, this is the extinctions. Okay, this extinction means in the number of species present is the rate, present rate is it's increasing, the increasing in the fully extinct in the particular area. Then equilibrium number of the species, this midpoint is the equilibrium number of species. The size of species pool, that is the fourth one, it's fully, it's the size, this mentioned, this point mentioned the size of the equilibrium pool. This is one concept. If you are interested, please refer this concept, the MacArthur and Wilson's equilibrium model of biota on single island, group of islands. There are many kind of Iceland studies are there. In the Iceland, why they are mentioned this Iceland, why they are focusing Iceland, when this Iceland concept in some particular islands are specifically having one type of organism or species. Okay, so only they are make they are did population studies in Iceland. The Iceland study is the best thing. The next concept here is the name of ectothermic animal. The name of the ectothermic animal. In the name of the ectothermic animal, you can see normally in the okay. Okay, name of ectothermic animal, that can be thermoregulate by behavioral means rather than the physiological means. Here the key word is whenever we are seeing the question, we want the keywords. Here the ectothermic animal is a keyword. Then that ectothermal means that is tolerating or it's stable in the heat. So they are thermoregulated, that makes behave as a thermoregulators. Behavioral means rather than the physical means. Why they are providing the behavioral means, physical means? Physical means mean that explains the physical change, physical adaptation characters on of the particular animal. But the behavioral means that they are changing the behavior, food behavior, they are changing the walking behavior. For example, in the camel, you can see that thumbs that this that shape, that their backbones are modified due for their modified, that is the physical means for their character. So tolerating the that environmental change, and they want to store the more amount of water, so they are changing the physical means. The behavioral change means you that is a human behavior we will take. In a rainy period we won't take a water much, but in a summer period we want to change the more amount, we want to take the more amount of water. This is the that our character based method, behavioral means. Okay, name. What you want to put the name. Okay, here the another keyword is the ectothermic animal, right? This ectothermic animal means that cold-blooded animals. That is the ectothermic animals. Okay, this their body's temperature is depends on the external source. That means temperature, that heat, sunlight, and if they are play. Some of the animals are slept on the that open rock, so that rock heat it's helpful their own their health, their blood, their heat, their internal heat. So this, for example, this ectothermic animals are fishes, amphibians, reptiles, and invertebrates are the this ectothermic animals. In the end, some of the endothermic animals are there. These endothermic animals are generated heat and maintain their body temperature. That is the humans. Okay, the ectothermic, that animals are not able to produce the heat inside the body, they will need a support, sunlight. But the endothermic, that animals are able to produce a heat in their own body. This concept is called by the here they are mentioned as per their statement, that behavioral means and physical means. Here the behavioral which y means the lizards in a desert. This is the concept. Why they are lizards in the desert? They are provided the lizards are don't not able to produce the blood on the they are not able to produce the heat on their own body, so they need some heat for their activation. For the they are taken the energy, taken the heat from the desert. Why which of the following is a characteristics of the early cereal community? Okay, here the questions is the earlier cereal community. In this concept, the earlier cereal community means it's an intermediate stage of the ecosystem. Okay, intermediate stage. In the normal stages, four stages are there. That is primary suctions and secondary successions, the pioneer, and then climax community. In this four intermediate stage is the arceral community. This sira, okay, that means a small it's that word sira is means intermediate. That from that word that's called cereal community is it comes, it's advancing towards its climate community, the climax community. This is it's intermediate from climax community. This they are calculated in the in the normal cereal stage community. They are open mineral cycling. Their characteristics are the open mineral cycle. Why they are having the characters, how they are mention the characters. Okay, how they are separating the characters of the particular community. Each and every step of the this stages of ecosystem, we are having specific character. There's a narrow niche specialization is on one type. This narrow niche we are all studied in a 12th standard, and or some basic thing. Okay, I think so 11th. This it's this is the narrow niche and broad niche. There are two things are there. These are only also in the major thing in this are biodiversity. Here some species, the specific and limited things are uh, are there. Okay, they are a specific and niche, and this niche, I mean narrow niche that are point outed. Okay, for example, in a parrot, that a 5 color parrot is a wonderful and biggest one, that is the very specific and limited one. White peacocks, that are specifics and narrow one. This kind of things are the niche, it's a narrow niche specific. Likewise, high species diversity, that is a human one. The low community production, the production rate is high. Turtles are, some of the turtles are the low community production. So here the cereal communities are open mineral community cycling, sorry, open mineral cycling. In this open mineral cycling, we can see the this kind of what called this species, particular species, this final stage, the climax stage species, they are following some kind of the nutritional changing, that is the minerals are need the nutrition. This nutrition selection is the open to open that is having 5 different nutrients, that nutrients are comes under the minerals. That's minerals means carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, water, phosphorus, oxygen. Okay, carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, water, phosphorus, and one more thing is oxygen. These are all the things are comes in the mineral cycling nutritions. This mineral cycling nutritions are having the this biogeochemical cycling. Okay, this mineral cycling is also known as the biogeochemical cycling. Why this mentioned as a biogeochemical cycling? Means in the biogeochemical geo means that is the locational, geo means geo. Okay, biogeochemical. In the biochemical, is we are all know, we are our cyclic pathway, pentose pathway, pyruvate pathway, and all those pathways are comes under the biochemical pathway. In this animals, this biodiversity, we are having the biogeochemicals. This biogeochemicals, we are having the specific characteristics based on their location of animal. Okay, the biogeochemical pathway of the human which they are living in the Canada is different from the India. They are not able to face the sunlight, they are not able to face the our normal things, okay, normal efforts. So thing is very here the very important thing is we want to know all those characteristics of the this biogeochemical pathway, that is the open mineral cycling pathway linked with the biogeochemical pathway. The production of carbon, the eating. Okay, one more thing, the North Indian peoples are taken the more amount of the the fibers, they are taken the fibers, but the South Indian peoples are taken the more number of carbohydrate. Likewise, in abroad, in Canada or Australia, peoples are taken more amount of the sweetened compounds, the butter, that fatty compounds, and but the Indian South Indians are taken the more amount of the spice, because our body having the ability to metabolize all the compounds that have that they are the heat resistance. We are having the heat dependent pathway, they are having the life cycle with the different manner. So all those things are linked with the this open mineral cycling. So we are all on the early cereal community. And in India, the next question is here. In India, brown antlet deer. Here, this thing is the one kind of deer, brown antlered deer. It's found only in a flatting landmass of the Lactoc Lake. Okay, Lactoc Lake. Why the things are here in this kind? Oh, I will send one PDF which carries the some of the specific animals are only present on the particular one place. Okay, that we can't see that animal in anywhere. Likewise, some plants are only grown in particular place that are not available in any place. They can grown in a small manner. There are one or two here I'm having one more example here. Here the mention is the lock tack lake having the that ant-lettered deers, the brown ant-lettered deer. Okay, it's a thing on one thing. And another thing I would let you know, we all know the concept, um, in Tamil that is called as the vilvam, that tree, that is Mahavilvam. It's kind of plant. And another thing is the compound called Mavalingam. Okay, this is the Mavalingam. Some this kind of plants only present in the Western Ghats region alone. Western Ghats region alone. And Andrographis paniculata. Okay, the thing Andrographis paniculata. Nowadays this is medicinal purpose. These plants are grown in anywhere, but the main thing of this Andrographis panicula, it's present in the highly heated area that is nearby the this South India regions are specific. South India in that some region. Okay, for example. Okay, Kuranji. Okay, we are all know the Kuranji flower. It's flowering. It's only between the 12 years or 12 years one alone. They are flowering. So this Kuranji, it's a that particular plant is only present and the nowadays. Okay, many places that are there. They are grown, but nowadays they are not there in the many places. This is the kind of plant. Likewise, we are having animals with the particular characters. Okay, some of this lakes are specific for some animals. Okay. Okay, next question. Aquatic primer. Okay, here this concept is called as that aquatic primer. This aquatic primer, what is the question? Okay, primary production was measured using light and dark bottle technique. This technique is a light and dark bottle technique. In the initial oxygen concentration was high. The final oxygen concentration in the light bottle was L. In the dark bottle is a D. The cross productivity means the cross means that that plant, this productivity is given as L minus D. L minus D means the production in light bot is less than the dark bot. Sorry, is higher than the dark bot, is the L minus D. Why it comes from? Here the oxygen, the plant need they are not needed the oxygen oxygen for the they are absorbing the CO2 and releasing the oxygen, so they need a CO2. So there is no CO2 in the in that particular place, because that is a oxygen concentration. They mentioned the I. The final concentration, it's a I is the starting at the light having bottle. The light means that is the daytime, that they are need light for their photosynthesis. So during using that photosynthesis process, they are utilizing the light and they are grown the grass. In a dark bottle there is a no oxygen, and also there is the oxygen, and there is no light, not able to producing the products, their cell tissues, so they are less in a manner. In the next part, they are okay. Next question of this part is, which of the following process interferes in the sequence based phylogeny? Which of the following process interferes in the sequence-based phylogeny. The sequence-based phylogeny is a horizontal gene transfer. Okay, this horizontal gene transfer is process interferes in the sequence-based phylogeny. Which of the following groups of species are typical of grassland habitat in India? Okay, grassland habitat. Which grasslands having some following group of species? We want to select it from here. Typical grassland habitat animals are black bucks, wolf, great Indian bustard, laser florican. The atmosphere, the next question is the atmosphere is a shielded spacecraft containing the atmosphere in a shield spacecraft containing the mix of oxygen and nitrogen. Okay, the shield spacecraft which having the mix of oxygen and nitrogen. Why means whenever we are utilizing the oxygen and our human metabolic system is releasing the CO2, so there is no need of this kind of thing. So there is they filled the oxygen and nitrogen for their atmosphere. Next thing in the uh, this concept called the Hutch Hutchinsonian concept. Okay, Hutchinsonian concept of ecological niche. Here the mention the niche. One more thing you want to know here in this ecological system, that biodiversity. Whenever you are studying the biodiversity, these terms are very very important. This concept called niche means that is nothing but it's one particular specific region which carries that particular group. This called as the this niche. In this we having the niche, node, era, all those things are the terms. I sent the notes in the telegram group. In that telegram group you can see the unit, this unit, the ecosystem unit 11 and 12, that we are having the table, specific table for this niche concept. Okay, just go through that niche concept. For here the Hudsonian concept of ecological niche is based on the multi-dimensional hypervolume. The multi-dimensional hypervolume. The specialized species has the narrow niche and high efficiency of the niche utilization. The specialized species are having the narrow niche and high efficiency of niche utilization. Next thing of the patraco patracocitrium. Patracocitrium. And this species is a fungus which has implicated in the decline of population. Which fungus are decline the population of frogs? It infects the fungus, this fungus Tendropatites, this fungus group infect the frog and they are decline the population. Wetlands are conserved internationally through an effort called as the Ramsar Convention. The wetlands are conserved internationally through the effort called as the Ramsar Convention. Next question is the rattans and canes that we use in the furniture belongs to which family? The rattans and the canes, okay, we are used in the furnitures belongs to which family? These families are from the palm wood is helpful for this productions. Horseshoe crop belongs to the group. That horseshoe crop is it's one species which belongs to the group. The Here the option is a B. Chili serrata. Chili serrata. The horseshoe crop belongs to the group Chili serrata. There are where families are there just for all those things. That is the largest division. The presence of salmonella in a tap water. Here the statement is presence of salmonella in a tap water is indicative of the contaminated with human excreta. Excreta. The human excreta contamination is makes a salmonella in contamination. Presence of salmonella in a tap water is a reason. Which of the Okay, one more thing I want to let you know in this 108 question, that presence of salmonella in a tap water is indicates the contamination with the human excrements, that in the kitchen waste. Okay, the kitchen waste they are, it's a vegetable waste, all those things. The vegetable waste we can, that some of the bacillus species are there. Okay, bacillus species are there in a species. And agriculture waste, that agriculture waste means that is the that fibers are there, fibers are utilized by the pseudomonas species here. And industrial waste, so we can see the metal degrading bacteria are species. Which of the following is not physical characteristic of earlier successional plants? Not a physical characteristics of successional plants. Not a character means that is the low pass photosynthesis rate. Here, okay, what is the then what is the characteristics of earlier succession plant? The characteristics of the earlier succession plants, they are high respiration rate, they have inhibition by far red light, high transpiration rate. So these are all the things which are related to the characteristics of earlier succession plant. Their high respiration rate, inhibition by far red light, high transpiration rate. Okay, which is the wrong means that is a low photosynthetic rate. So the earlier succession rate plant are having high photosynthetic rate, having the high photosynthetic rate. Next question is which of the following organism is widely used as a biocontrol agent? Which of the following is widely used as a biocontrol agent in organic farming? Here the thing we all know, some of the species are in a biocontrol mode, some of the species are in a it's a monocontrol mode. In the biocontrol mode and monocontrol mode is not a big deal. In the biocontrol mode, it's chemical control agents are there. Biocontrol mode, they are in here the sorry, I'm mistakenly told. In the biocontrol mode we are having two types, two micros, that some are more, one or more microorganism in the one reagent that follow that are used in the organic farming is the mixed one, that is the hetero mix. In the homo mix, that having the microbes the same microbes, there is only one microbes, that is the favored environment. So in that favored environment some microorganisms are able to grow, that is helpful for the organic farming. In the farming, that following organism is widely used as a biocontrol agent in the in the organic farming, means that is the Trichoderma viridis. Trichoderma viridis. This is the biocontrol agent. Okay, which species is involved in the nitrogen fixation? That is the Rhizobium tropi. The option A is helpful for the nitrogen cycle. This Trichoderma viridis are involved in the biocontrol agent. Okay, next question is the a pair of phyletic group, the paraphyletic group. In this paraphyletic group, you can see the para means it's a the similar characteristics, that is that they are having the same characters. Okay, these groups are it's divided into various branches. That is a thing here. These groups are having some characters. Here this paraphyletic we are having the monophyletic and polyphyletic. In the monophyletic means that that species that in that para group consists of common ancestor. Okay, that they are having a common ancestor, and one that from that from the common ancestor two groups are there. That is a monophyletic. In a polyphyletic characters, it's a convergent futures. It's a habit of scientific interest. Okay, scientific interest means that night active primates. Okay, primates and fruit tree, then aquatic insects. They are all in the polyphyletic phyletic group. Okay, next thing about this this paraphyletic group is having these some characters. In this uh, polyphyletic group, characters are depends on the species nature and also the species life cycle. This life cycle means some of the animals are transfer migrated from the one place to another place, that may migrated from cold place to hot place or hot place to cold place. That make us their genetical, made the genetical change in that particular animal, so that changes or change the characters. So specific characters are there here, which are the characters. It includes the most recent common ancestor. Okay, after the change, after the movement of animal, there are genetical change, that is the recent, most recent ancestor, but not all the descendants. Okay, not all of its descendants. Which of the following is not adaptive modification in a xerophytic plant? Here, this kind of things are in the latest research. That is xerophytic plants. In the xerophytic plants are having we can see in a normal plant, a normal area. This plants are they has a adaptation to survive in the particular environment. Okay, that they can grow in a they can grow with a little amount of water. That is the crotons. Okay, crotons are having look like they are having in the pins, that is sharp edges on the their surface. So these are all the some characteristics. Some plants are able to grow in they are not able to grow in a desert. Some plants are able to grow in ice snows. So these are all the one type. This is an xerophytic plants. In this xerophytic example is the pineapple. The pineapple is some gymnosperm species are there. Okay, pineapple is also they having the specific characters. Not able to grow in all places. It's having the specific character and adaptations. Okay, this xerophytic is having here. The question is the not the adaptive characters. Adaptive characters. Okay, adaptive means presence of the lacunar tissues. The presence of lacunar tissues is a not adaptive modification. This modification, what is the modification? They strongly developed the uh, sclerenchyma and sunken stomata, sparasmomata. These are all the characters. The not adaptive modification is the presence of lacunar tissues. Next question is a milk of a left open. If a milk is left open, lactose is fermented first to produce acid. This is followed by the prototypic bacteria activity, which increases the pH. Ultimately, milk fats are degraded to produce the rancidity. The acidity, we are all know this rancidity is the only thing. In the example of the ecological succession, here there are microbes are there. This makes a some product, some activity, they are influencing some function, means that is called as the ecological successions. And symbiotic biological nitrogen fixation take place with the association between a plant and a nitrogen fixing prokaryotic shown as the, here they are providing the that by nitrogen fixation takes place with the association between the plant. Okay, that nitrogen fixation, it's related to the microbes. As I said, some of the microbes are influencing the nitrogen fixation process. Here they mention the plant name and the nitrogen fixing microbe. Here the answer is a B. As per the B, P, soybean having the prody rhizobium. The soybean having the microbe rhizobium. And the uh, Casuarinia having the Frankia, Gonera having Nostoc, Azola having the Anabena. And next thing about this question is, the next question is the secondary sewage treatments involves removal of dissolved organic compound. Removal of dissolved organic compound by activated sludge and trickling filter. This is the direct question. Based on per molecule, which of the following gas has the most powerful greenhouse ecosystem? Direct question. This is the direct question. CFCS. Okay, hydrofluorocarbon. This based on per molecule, which of the following gas is a green gas? That tribe referred taxonomic group recognized between the rank is called as the family and genus. This is the direct one. Okay, this next question is very interesting. A plant species has been described for the first time by author X. Later, the species are transferred to the another genus by author Y. Two authors here. Author X is a first named one species. The next author is the placed the plant in the next genus. The author citation for a new combination. How we want to denote the combination, the plant. Okay, the means that will be in a look like this. First the author said, okay, that is comes in the front bracket, that species genus names comes in the bracket. Next we want to put the this author Y. The group which is no longer considered under the fungi, which is not under the fungi, the Umycids. Umycids are not in the fungi. So fungi are the ascomycids, cytritomycids, basitiomycids. Next question is, which of the following is not characteristic of late succession forest plant species? Here then previously we have studied what is the earlier succession. Here the next thing is the late succession rate. The late succession rate is long seed dispersal distance, long seed dispersal distance, long seed viability, long seed viability. These are all the characters, not characters of the late. So that is the long seed dispersal distance is not a character, long seed viability is not a character. So the characters are the large seeds are there, high root and to shoot ratio, slow growth rate, long maximum lifespan, long light saturation, and high efficiency at low night. These are all the characteristics of the late succession forest plant species. What is not a characters of late succession forest plant means that plant is a long seed dispersal distance and long seed viability. The next concept is which of the following organism is not propose the ability to fix nitrogen, which is not able to fix the nitrogen. It's a eukaryotic organisms are not able to fix the nitrogen. So which is the which can fix the nitrogen organisms specialized for high altitude and marine planktons and acidophilic organisms are able to fix the nitrogen. Which of the following greenhouse gases has got highest atmospheric lifespan? Highest atmospheric lifespan is the hydrofluorocarbon. Previously we discussed here based on per molecule which gas has the most powerful greenhouse, that is the CFS. Here the question is the highest atmospheric lifespan is from the CFS. Next question is a cladistic classification. Cladistic classification is based on the sequential order in which branches arise from the phylogenetic tree. It's a thing is very this one concept is very important because in exam point of view we are all know this cladistic classification we studied. Some of the biology student some of the zoology students may study this concept, but normal engineering or any botany students are they are not aware of this particular this concept. They are asked many questions about this concept in the past few years. This is the classifying animals in this the cladistics and phylogenetic. This is having a two different bases. Okay, in the from the phylogenetic the cladistics are derived. Okay, that they are science group of the scientific classification. This cladistidium or assumes the evolutionary taxonomy. Okay, that they mention the measure the evolutionary taxonomy between the species and the population count, that not the biological evaluation. And the that are cladistic analysis method, we can find the relationship data between the characteristics of the animals, not a biological genetical evaluation. So sequential order of branches arise from the phylogenetic tree. So there are many phylogenetical trees are there. Phylogenetical trees are developed based on their genetical grouping, that we can characterize the plants or animals with their characters in the cladistic classification. Tautonymy is an informal taxonomy designation used for animal referencing. Okay, this word called as the tautonymy. Okay, this tautonymy we are not, it's this is a new term to many of the people, which is the same word which explaining both the genus and species. Okay, this it's a normal term in this tautonymy is part of the or particular name. If we all know this plant name is Androgynous paniclata, the part of the name is genus, species name is species genus name is the tautonymy. In this we are all know that both names are similar. Okay, for example, rotus, this is the species name and genus name is a similar, this kind of similarity. Okay, if the species name and the genus name is a similar, that is called as the tautonymy. It's a one type of classification in the taxonomy. Tautonymy is different. Naja is another example. Rotus is another example. So here the species name and the genus name having the same name. So here the same name of genus and species. And the next question is: a marine biologist dug up a small animal from a ocean floor. The animal was uniformly segmented with the short, stiff appendage on soft flexible skin. These are all the character. It had a complete digestive system and an open circulatory system but no exoskeletal. Based on this description, animal appears to be a round worm. Okay, they mention all those things. This imaginary, just imagine this statement. Okay, just imagine marine biological. There is a, we are taken from the biology this marine, that is a small animal from ocean floor. Okay, that is present on the floor. And animal uniformly segmented means that is no uneven set or head to tail. All those things are uniformly segmented with a short stiff appendage, and that our external surface is a soft one, flexible skin, that is a moving one. Through which imagination capacity is helpful to identifying this animal. They having complete digestive system and open circulatory system. The final thing is very important: no exoskeleton. By this imagination you can tell that is the roundworm. Which of these programs, next question, which of these programs is used to conserve a species facing the extinction? That is the captive breeding. Okay, captive breeding means here you all know the this ecosystems having some captive breeding areas. In this likewise in a Punjab is some captive breeding area for turtles. Vadandangal is a captive breeding area for birds. So these are all the conserve, they helps to conserve the species. Next question is: the free living nitrogen fixers can successive in a different ecological niche. This is the statement identifying incorrect combination. Okay, incorrect combination is the acetobacter is the acid one. No, this is the alkaline soil. Acetobacters can able to grow in a alkaline soil. Here they are provided as the acidic soil. It's a incorrect one. Acetobacter can able to grow in a acidic means that is a wrong one. What are all the right ones? Derosio is alkaline soil. Bigernickia, that is acid soil. Frankia, that is neutral soil. Next question is a plot of soil contaminant with a diesel oil was inoculated with the oyster mushroom. After 4 weeks, more than 90% of polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons has been reduced to non-toxic compound. This process is called as the mycoremediation. Why this? Here the from the statement we want to know. They are oil taken from the oil contaminant soil, diesel soil. So that microbes having the polymers on their cell surface. Storage, they are having the more number of fatty acids on their cell surface because that are grown in an oil plant. After the 4 week of more than they are inoculated in the oyster mushrooms. It's a highly toxic one. After the 4 week, there are polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons are reduced to non-toxic compounds. This because of mycoremediation. This all the concept all about the unit 9 and 10 ecosystem and the biodiversity. If you have any this is last slide of this today class. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the chat box. Otherwise, if you have any doubt, if you want any clarification, please let me know through the Telegram. Okay, I'm happily welcome to tomorrow class. Please be joined in tomorrow class for next session for a next topic. Thank you, everyone. Now I'm going to end this. Okay, question. Okay, tomorrow I'll try to make a better slides. Please explain the how B denotes extinction. Extinction. Okay, it's a first question. Second. Okay. Here the some of them ask the doubt in this question. Once again, I'm repeat it. Here 1 minute. I will let you know the answer. Okay. Uh, Here in this question, here the model is the very important thing. The Mac Arthur and Wilson equilibrium model. As per the model, the number of species which are present in the particular area, and they are lost their population, particular population. So here this image explains the Icelands. Okay, this Icelands, A Iceland having as a particular amount of species, B Iceland having the particular amount, D having this count is the all about the Iceland, single Iceland. Okay, from this image number of species is the x-axis, rate of the particular population, this is the in the y-axis. As per the Iceland, the first one is a immigration, the animals that in Iceland, that is a reduction population, the rate is reduced, so that is a migration happen in Iceland E. Then next is a B, extinction. Here the Iceland B, the that population is become reduced. Here also it's a after a particular reaching the rate, the population rate is stopped in a particular place, that is the number of species present here, this is become low, that is reduced. This extinction species are low in a B Iceland. Now C Iceland, there is a no change, there is a equilibrium number of species are there. D, in a D there is a size of special special poles are there. This ABC is denoted with the Iceland numbers. The A is one Iceland, B is Iceland, C is another one. It's a fixed model by the Mac or Arthur and Wilson equilibrium model. Just Google it. This Mac Arthur and Wilson equilibrium model. You can get the equally get the that image with the image which having all those informations. I'm also send that model. I mean, and send that equations. Yeah, right. Saturation point. Okay, thank you everyone. Now I'm going to end up this live.